Hi Taurus, here is your general reading for the month of October. The first card you have your past is the Seven of Wands. So obviously this is really defensive. Defense, being on the defense, protecting what you have, protecting yourself. I'm getting lots and lots of strength from this. Very, very strong. That's how you are. You're very strong. You know how strong you are. And I think you had to be strong. You had to be strong. You're forced into that position. And yeah, protection. There's a real sense of protection here as well. Protecting what's yours. And I think you're protecting someone else. You're protecting what was theirs as well. You are looking after someone. And yeah, I'm seeing someone quite vulnerable here. Someone younger than you. And they needed your emotional protection more than your physical protection. They really needed your emotional help and your protection. It might be your child. It might not be, but that makes sense that that would be your child. So, yeah, I think someone put you through a lot. They really put you through a lot. And they put this other person through a lot as well. Yeah, very thoughtless. Very thoughtless. Someone acting in a completely thoughtless way. And they didn't think about what they were doing carefully. They didn't think about that. They didn't think about you. They didn't think about this person you're protecting. And they had a duty to. They had a duty to think about them. And they didn't do that. And they were very spontaneous. They did this thing really quickly, and it was completely spontaneous, and it completely took you by surprise. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, you're definitely the more stable one of the two, obviously. So yeah, obviously this is an ex, and it feels like they left you almost on a whim. It was like really spontaneous. It was like, goodbye, I'm off. Terrible. And I'm getting this, oh, I need attention as well. So maybe they felt as if, oh, you're not giving me enough attention. I'm getting that as well. And it looks like you were there. You were responsible. You had a full life. You had things to do. And you just didn't have time to give this ex 24-hour attention. Of course you didn't. Who has time to do that? I don't. No one else I know does either. We're all busy. So I think as soon as someone else came in and said, oh, I'll give you the attention, they're like, oh, great, hooray, bye. And they went off with them. It happened really quickly, really thoughtless, really horrible. And it was like they just changed overnight. That's what I'm seeing. This person just changed overnight. And you really, really struggled to understand that. Of course you did, because it was like, how could this person change so quickly? You know, I'm Earth. That's how you are. You're Earth, not me, you. You know, you're Earth. You're strong. You're grounded. You think about things before you do them. You don't just get up and walk off. That's just something you don't do. And you don't need someone's attention 24 hours a day either. You know, you're responsible for yourself. And I actually think you feel a bit claustrophobic if someone was giving you all this attention all the time. You know, you've got responsibilities. You've got your own life. And if this is you, I just want to tell you, you've coped with this really, really well. If you ever have doubts as to whether you're caring for this person, if it's a child, might be, if you're caring for them properly, you absolutely are. You really, really are. I keep on saying child. So I think it probably is. But yeah, you're taking care of them really well. You know, it might be that you don't have as much time to be around them as you like to, because I'm seeing a lot of work here. Really, really hard work. And you probably have to do more work because you're on your own. But yeah, if this resonates, just know you're doing a really amazing job with them. I just want to tell you that. Really, really good job. Because there's a lot of stress here. A lot of stress as well. It's like I'm by myself all of a sudden, and now I've got all this stress on top of everything else. So you're doing a really good job. Just know that. So the next card you have, you pass the Empress. So yeah, again, they might be your child because this is a mother on this card. Okay, so I'm seeing a few things here in this card. The first thing is, yeah, you're taking care of a lot of different people, I think. And I think this is around work because I'm seeing lots of work. So maybe you have a lot of different clients you're dealing with, maybe, or lots and lots of different people. I'm seeing you having to deal with lots of different people. Because if you look at this Empress, she's got this beautiful crown on her head, and all these beautiful stars are in this crown, and there are 12 of them. And, they represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. So she cares about everyone. So you're caring for a lot of people, or you're doing things for a lot of people. And I think you are spread a bit thin. I think you still are, actually. And you're doing lots and lots of things, working really hard. Don't neglect yourself. Take care of yourself, because that's what the Empress is good at. She takes care of herself. The other thing I'm getting here is, it looks like this axe. Yeah, there's someone around them. There's someone around them. They have someone giving them this attention. And I think it's early days in this relationship, because usually when things are in the early stages, everyone's all over each other, giving themselves lots of attention, or giving each other lots of attention, I should say. But I don't think there's much of a foundation there. I'm not saying that to make you feel better, I'm not, but they might be giving your ex lots of attention, this person, their partner. They're giving them lots of attention. But there's not much of a foundation there. I'm not seeing anything solid there. There's nothing solid. Nothing. And I think maybe when you were together with them, you were the strength. You were the backbone. You were the foundation. But you can't be all those things and give someone endless attention at the same time. It's just not physically possible. And you're an independent person anyway. You're just not like that. So I actually think they're seeing that now. They're realizing that you are strong. You are that backbone. Because I think this person gives them lots of attention, but they don't have any depth. They don't have any foundation. That's what I'm getting. And that's the difference between you and them. And, but I'm not seeing them leaving though, not for a while anyway. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of pride, a lot of stubbornness there. And, so they might be thinking something like, oh, well, I've made this decision and, I'm not going back because I'm right. I have to be right because I'm right. That's what I'm getting. So lots and lots of stubbornness, lots of stubbornness, lots of pride. I'm getting all that around them. There's another small thing here, and I'm seeing a secret. There's a secret. And I think this might be about this person you're taking care of. Might be your child. Again, I'm seeing that. That they totally trust you. They absolutely trust you. But there's a bit of a struggle here. It feels like they want to tell you something, but they're struggling to do that. I think they'll come out with this eventually. It's nothing bad, so don't worry. But it feels quite personal. I'm getting a very personal feeling around this, quite sensitive as well. So, I think they're just going to need a lot of hugs actually when they tell you. That's all. They're just going to need comfort. They're just going to need to know that you're there for them. That's all there is. And it's nothing bad. So don't worry about this. But, they're going to come out with this soon, I think. Okay, so the last card you have for your past is the Page of Swords. Right. This is really interesting. And I was seeing this in your last reading, I think. Stalking, watching, someone's thinking about you, watching you probably on social media. That's the easiest way to stalk people. And this is really interesting because I'm seeing two energies here. Two different people watching you, two different people thinking about you. And I think this is probably this ex. And it's probably also the person they're with. I don't know if they know that the other one's looking and watching you, but they are. And, this partner, this new partner of your ex, because this happened so quickly, because there was no planning here, they don't really know each other that well. That's what I'm getting. There's a really uneasy feeling here as well. And they're worried about where they stand in this relationship. So, they feel really unstable. Look at this page. He's up on this hill. I've just lifted up so you can see the hill. So he's up on a hill. And he's trying to see everything. It's like he's trying to see what his enemy's up to. And they see you as their enemy. Because you're the ex. So they're like, oh, what are they up to? What are they doing? Are they talking to my partner? Oh, what are they doing now? Are they talking to them? I really feel uneasy. Because, again, he's up on this hill, but it's a mossy hill. And, moss is really, really slippery. So they're on shaky ground. That's how they feel. They feel really unstable. So that's why they're watching you. And, they're both watching you. for different reasons, I think. It's really, really strange. So that's what's happening. So if you feel that they're watching you, I think they both are. I really do. Okay, so the first card you have your presents, the 9 of Cups. Okay, I'm seeing something really different here. Really, really different. And it's probably going to sound a bit strange, but yeah. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to just tell you this. I'm just going to come out with what I'm seeing. Now, I don't know if you bought something recently. It looks like something that's handmade, something that was crafted, or it was painted, or you're about to buy something. It might be something online. But this is something it's something like a piece of art or something that's handmade. That's what I'm seeing. So, I'm just seeing you purchasing something. There's some kind of exchange. I'm seeing emails or phone calls or something like that. And there's a conversation and it starts off between you and this person. And you're talking about a product in the beginning, like they've made something by hand and you're talking about that or whatever. And I think with this conversation, you're really going to start to make a connection with them. It's going to start off with, talking about the thing and talking about them making the thing and whatever and all that. And then it's going to go on to other things. And I think you're really going to feel comfortable with this person. You're going to have lots and lots and lots of communication. So if you're single, I think this might even turn into more than just a conversation. I'm seeing a lot of really, really comfortable, very easy conversations, really relaxed, really laid back. I am getting a little bit of a barrier here because I think you naturally keep a lot of things to yourself when you meet a new person. And if what I'm seeing here is correct in this reading, you've had this person in your life who just seemed to disappear out of nowhere. So of course, you're going to be cautious with anyone new. But I'm not getting any problems around this. It feels really relaxed, really, really comfortable. And yeah, I'm just seeing this as well. So I'm going to say this. There's a handwritten note here. There's something funny in the note. There's something funny. So, it's like they might give you this product with this personal note attached, or they might just give you a note. I don't know. But I'm just seeing you looking at this note. It's handwritten and you're smiling at the note and you keep it. You keep the note. That's what I'm seeing. Really, really, really nice. And I think even if they end up just being a friend, they're going to be a really positive asset to your life. I'm just getting a lot of really nice feeling, really nice content and feelings, feeling really comfortable, really happy with them. So that's really, really, really nice. So I really hope that does resonate with someone who's listening to this. So yeah, the next card you have your present, the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, again, look at this. This is a conversation going backwards and forwards, so up and down, up and down. And it starts off being about a product, should I say. So a money exchange, buying and selling. So you've got this money going up and down. So money exchanges hands. You buy something from them. It's something handmade or it's crafted or it's art, something like that. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know what it is, but it's something that's handmade with their hand. And you're going to purchase this thing. And that's when the conversation starts. So I really, really hope this resonates with someone. I'm seeing it again here, twice. So it's going to happen. Really relaxed, really positive. The other thing here is, again, all this work around you. You're working really hard, juggling lots and lots of things, lots on your plate. That's what this card's about as well. And it's all about work, making money, juggling the money, trying to make ends meet, all that kind of thing. And, the other thing I'm getting here is there's someone who wants to see you. There are a lot of barriers between you seeing them. It feels like this is someone who's really close to you, might be a close friend or a relative, someone you're very close to. You talk to them on the phone all the time, but you don't get to see them that often. And I think you might have been trying to organize something to see each other. Lots of logistical problems. I think they're trying to travel to see you maybe. Someone's trying to travel. Because you've got this I don't think you're traveling because you've got this really rigid work schedule that you have to stick to, lots and lots of work. And I think they're trying to come up to see you, but they're waiting for some news as well, I think, before they can commit to this. And then when they can commit, you both have to fit in with each other. So Yeah, if this is you, if you're waiting for this, I know it's really frustrating. I can really feel this frustration, but it is going to happen. It might be a month later than you originally thought, or it might even be 2 months later, but it's going to happen. It is going to happen. So just be patient. That's going to happen there. Okay, so the last card you have, your presence, the Emperor. Okay, so yeah, again, rigidity. That's what this Emperor is about. Rules, doing things properly, strict schedule. So that's what you got, this really strict work schedule. You can't change it for the moment. You will be one day, but right now you can't change that. You stuck to a certain thing, certain hours, certain days, deadlines, all that kind of thing. And I think you're strict about telling people when you're not available to talk to them. But I'm just getting all these people who don't understand. They don't understand how much work you have to do. I'm seeing people who think they can just, call you for a chat or just pop in and talk to you. But you can't do that. You can't deal with them. You need to concentrate. And the problem is you don't have any other support financially. It's just you. You're doing everything. You're juggling all the plates. And there's a lot of stress around you because you have to you've only got yourself to really, to make the money. That's what I'm seeing. So I think no matter how many times you tell these people, they just don't listen to you. So I think you're going to have to be really, really strict now, especially in this year. You've got to turn your phone off, lock the door, do whatever. And I think that's the only way you've got to train them really. If they call you, your phone's off or it's on airplane mode or whatever, they'll know, oh, if I call them between that time, it's going to be off. So I'm going to call them later. You've really got to start to train these people. I know that sounds bad, but you've got to do that. The other thing I want to say is you've got the Emperor and the Empress in this reading. So to me, that says strong couple, steady couple, stable long-term relationship. So if you're in a relationship with someone, that's a really positive sign. And, very positive, working together, fitting together properly, opposites attract, all that. Very, very strong. And if you're single and if you want to pursue a relationship, say with this person in the 9 of Cups, that's a really good sign for that as well. Or if there's someone else on your mind as well, this is a really good sign for that there is going to be some stability in a relationship for you in the future, if not now. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so I'll go to the next card now, which is the 10 of Wands. So yeah, this is everywhere, working really, really hard. You're working so hard, so much work around you. Lots of frustration with people who won't let you work, but there's also just great, big, huge volumes of work. You're working really hard. There's a lot of tiredness I'm seeing here as well. It feels like you might be having problems waking up or getting out of bed. Just so tired, like, oh, I've got this again today. Lots to do. That can be a sign of burnout, so watch out for that. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, getting lots of rest. Go to the doctor if you need to, because I'm seeing lots of these signs. I know you have this big weight of responsibility on your shoulders. And I think the big time when you felt a lot of that weight, when you started feeling that, might have been because this person left you, because I think you weren't a very fantastic team, I have to say, but they were contributing. They were around you. They were contributing something financially to you, I think. And now they're not. So now I think you have to work extra hard, or that's how you feel you have to. But I actually think now that this axe isn't around you and you are more, you are 100% responsible for the money now, I think you're actually better off because what I was seeing in the 7 of Wands is, you were the stable one, you were the backbone, and they might have been contributing, but you're probably way better off now because you're in charge of the spending. You know where you are with everything. You don't have someone coming along saying, oh, I bought this thing, or I went and did this and I did that. You've got no one else doing that. You're in charge of things. So I think you'll be better off. You'll be able to put more away for yourself. And, when I say putting more away for yourself, I think there is something you're working toward, and I think there is something you're saving toward as well. And you're going to do something really interesting with this money that you're saving, I think. And this ex of yours, they're going to be really surprised. I think they'll see you doing this thing and they're going to be really surprised. They're still watching you. That's how they're going to know. They're still watching you. And, they see you as this really stable person. You are a really stable person, but you also have this really interesting creative side. And I think that's what you're going to be doing. And I think you tried to tell them about this or talk to them about this when you're with them, but, they weren't interested in listening to you when you were telling them about that. You know, it looks like they were really, really focused on themselves, very selfish person. But yeah, they'll be surprised when they see you do this, and they will see you do this. It's actually really funny because they're watching you now. They're interested in you now that they're away from you. But when you're with them, they didn't listen to you. And now they're paying all this attention to you. So it's really funny. It's really funny. That happens quite a lot, actually. You know, when you're with someone and you're like, why don't you listen to me? I'm trying to talk to you. Stop ignoring me. And then you break up or whatever. And then they're kind of watching everything you do. So that's what I'm seeing here. So you've got these two people watching you, actually. Okay, so the next card you have, your future, is the Sun. Okay, so beautiful. You've got these two really beautiful cards. They're both about freedom. They're both about being yourself. So yeah, you're able to be more yourself away from this ex. Now that you're away from them, they did you a favor. They did you a favor. I know it probably doesn't feel like that when you're going through this, but they did. They gave you a favor, or they did a favor for you. They did you a favor, I should say. So I'm going to talk about these two cards together. Okay, so there's something else I'm getting here that's quite specific. And this is what I'm seeing. Someone wants to tell you something. They want to come out and tell you this thing that's really important to them. And they totally trust you. They're not telling anyone else about this. And this is something very, very personal. And I think you're going to have to keep this in confidence. They're not going to want you to tell anyone. They're going to want you to keep this to yourself. And yeah, it feels like they've been carrying this around with them like a big weight on their shoulders. Kind of, I was just looking at this 10 of Wands again. So you've got this big weight, and then they let go of this, and then they've got the Sun and the Fool. So they've got this beautiful freedom when they let go of this. And yeah, I'm seeing a secret in the Empress. So it might be this person you've taken care of, might be your child, because again, I'm seeing a child, and there's a child here in the Sun card as well. So it might be that this is your child that has to tell you something. And there's protection I'm seeing around this as well. So, if this is you, I think what they'll tell you, is something, again, that's very, very close to their heart. And they're really opening up to you. It means a lot to them to tell you this. And I think your first instinct is going to be to protect them when they tell you this, especially from a group I'm seeing. There's one specific group I'm seeing here. And they're quite ignorant, so I think you're going to protect them from them. But yeah, this is going to be a huge relief. The relief they're going to feel when they finally tell you, it's going to be huge for them. And for them, this is all about being themselves and being able to be themselves without any fear. Just like the Fool. Really, really beautiful. And they absolutely trust you. So that tells you, again, that you're doing a really, really good job with taking care of them because they totally trust you. That's an amazingly beautiful sign there. So, Taurus, I hope this resonated, but general readings won't always resonate with everyone, as you know. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.